I almost bought a 2019 Lenovo Y540, but then I found this 728C variant of the Nitro 5. No other laptops had a 144Hz display with an RTX 2060 and 16GB of RAM. I bet a turn off for many is the smaller SSD storage. For me, I just spent on 1TB of SSD. For a total payment of 12K, I feel very satisfied. I am not a hardcore gamer. I only probably play 2-3 HR sessions every other day, if not like twice a week. I noticed that games like Valorant bring the CPU temp to an average of 75 Celsius. I can only imagine what happens if you play a higher demanding game like Warzone. Fan noises as I expected with a gaming laptop. When you game it is loud, but if you game with a headset you will not hear it and it is not detectable on your microphone when you are using the laptop for everyday use. Every now and then the fan will turn on, but on the quietest setting to cool things, but turns off after several minutes. I am getting used to it though. As mentioned at the top, SSD storage is small in comparison to competitors' laptops. It will not be a problem if you play only some games, but if you play a lot, I recommend getting an additional SSD. You can easily find SSDs between the range. Just make sure you know or have a friend who knows how to properly install it. The only reason why I give it 4 stars is because the battery life is very short. It does not deliver the 8 hours as described, more around 4 hours at most. I always play while plugged in. Playing unplugged will probably make the battery life even shorter. The only reason I noticed the shorter battery life was because I used a MacBook before this and their batteries last around 10 hours. I dream of the day that Acer rids of the 2.5 drive bay for a bigger battery. I am super stoked to be an owner of this Acer Nitro 5. It has its quirks for sure, but for me, they are overshadowed by the perks. If you are a relatively casual gamer, I really think you will like this just as much as I am liking it.
I get it, some people hate WoW, lol, but it's the game I play and I've always wanted to play it with the highest settings and now I can, without my laptop shutting off because it gets too hot. I'm also amazed that I can play WoW and also minimize it while scrolling for recipes, FB etc. without things freezing or extreme lag. This is the first gaming laptop I've ever had, so maybe my expectations are low to begin with, but I really love it. The only thing I worry about is the charger. It gets pretty hot. Maybe someone can answer that question for me about the heat. I also don't like that I can choose to have the red backlight for the keyboard on without it shutting off. Other than those two things, I love this laptop. Seems like a beast so far, lol.